Acha. In this particular video, what we are going to see is data visualization techniques. Currently, we have 250 plus plots and bars and graphs, which we can use, but most widely used data visualization techniques are text, tables, heat map, scatter plot, line plot, slope graph, bar graph, and the last thing is the things which we need to avoid while doing a data visualization. So let's quickly move. In this particular video, I'm trying to cover text, tables, and heat map. Let's go with text. Acha, so simple text. Mostly, people try to use plots and graphs even for displaying a simple data, which is not a good thing. So rather than using plots and graphs for a lesser data, the alternative is to use a simple text. यहाँ पे clearly we can see कि rather than this plot, ये जो text है, it is quite clearer, है ना? So for lesser data, to display less data, definitely we can go with simple text. तो यहाँ पे I have written is out of 2000 data points, 80% is category A and 20% is category B, right? So this thing is quite representing our story quite neatly as compared to this thing. Okay, in this thing, if I need to uh, like show a category of A and B, I'll need to add category A, category B. I'll need to draw a scale up to 2000 points. Basically, a simple text is a better option if your data is less. So the first thing is we can use simple text for your data visualization, जो कि काफी ज्यादा neglect किया जाता है. ठीक है. Okay, let's move to second topic, which is tables. Okay. Firstly, there are two scenarios जहाँ पे we can use tables. Broadly, it is first we can use tables when we need to compare values across multiple features or multiple columns. ठीक है. Whenever I need to compare values across multiple features, I'll go with tables. Okay. Secondly, if you need to summarize whole thing, you can use tables. Okay. Basically, to decide when to use tables, you just need to think, are we using our index finger? Okay. So for example, whenever I'm reading an index of my textbook, I'll use my index finger key. पहला जो chapter है, it is on page 3. Second जो chapter है, it is on page 27. Third जो chapter है, so on and so forth. So whenever you are using your index finger or whenever you need to use your index finger, at that time you can use tables for data visualization. ठीक है. अगर आपके पास कोई ऐसा data है which needs to be communicated, and how do you decide if you are using tables or not? So use this trick key, are we going to need to use our index finger or not? ठीक है. This is a thing, when should you use tables? Okay. uh, Okay. The important thing is while using tables, the border of the table should be quite mild. Okay? Because you don't want your data to be focused less than your table design. Okay? So this is the reason key mostly, okay, mostly try to have your table less bright and less focused. Okay? Your data should have your main focus. Okay? This is a thumb of rule while using table in your data visualization. So whenever you are trying to communicate a data story, make this a point कि your table should not be bold. ठीक है? Lighter the table and more focused on or more bold your data text, it is good for your story. ठीक है? Because aim of your story is to communicate data. So this is the thing which you should use. Okay, cool. Moving on, uh, let's go to your next topic, which is heat map. Okay, so for heat map, uh, basically heat map is a table. ठीक है? But in heat map there is an additional feature of color saturation. ठीक है? आपकी आंखों को कम स्ट्रेस आने के लिए, कम स्ट्रेन आने के लिए, you can compare the values, ठीक है, based on the color. This is what heat map is. Okay, let me show you a good example of heat map. ठीक है, here you can see कि multiple features, ठीक है, multiple features are getting compared. Okay, and we are using heat map और यहाँ पे जो color saturation है, it is basically saving us some time. ठीक है, for a conclusion, I can see that darker thing is closer to 0 and lighter thing is closer to 100. ठीक है, so this is what heat map is. ठीक है, तो basically a table, ठीक है, heat map is table with an additional feature of color saturation. Okay, so this is what it is, and it kind of helps to reduce the strain and tries us to give a better understanding of the data and its value. So that's it for this video. In next video, what we are going to see is scatter plot, line plot, and slope graph. Okay? That will be your second video. In third video, there are a few types of bar plots which we are going to see. Simple bar plot, stack bar plot. After that, there will be a last video for things which you should avoid for data visualization. So thank you guys. That's it for this video. Thank you.